Hi, my name is Evette Rose, author of Metaphysical Anatomy, which is a book about the emotional body and also hidden messages behind ailments. And welcome to today's new moon talk and also healing meditation. Now, this new moon is finally more gentle than previous new moons. And that's a breath of fresh air, right? For a change. Now, having said that, even though you might feel that you are surrounded by a gentle vibe that has everything under control, even though your environment doesn't feel under control, there's this sense of calmness within the storm. Now, having said that, it does not necessarily mean that you will be gentle, right? So on this day, or at least also 1 week after this day, keep in mind that, when you're dealing with people, know that most of them are not the source of your hardships, right? Also, they're not necessarily the source of your old frustrations that you might feel challenged with during this new moon. So these people are not part of the problem, although they might be aggravating existing challenges and emotions that you're facing. But take a deep breath, because they are not the core of the underlying source behind your unprocessed emotions from the past. So when you feel a spike in your anger, also in your frustration, then focus on your breathing, right? Just purely focus on the fact that you have the capacity to breathe. Something so simple. Bring meaning back into simplicity, right? Pause and look at the anger or the frustration that you're feeling. Right? It's actually trying to tell you something. But it's showing you where too many boundaries perhaps have been overstepped in the past. And your emotional body is now becoming tired of these boundaries being overstepped. So you see, it's not necessarily other people's responsibility to tell you what your boundaries should be. It is up to you to first recognize what they should be in the first place, and then recognize where they are being overstepped. Because by the time that you feel angry, you are now in damage control mode, right? And you will start to see and get glimpses of these times and moments when you could have acted differently. Now, for example, also said something to correct, for example, a misunderstanding that also could have had, a more positive influence on the outcome of situations that you feel challenged with right now. So if boundaries is the problem for you, then I have some good news for you. I actually recorded a wonderful and powerful online healing course where I take you through concepts, how to establish your boundaries, what are they, what shouldn't they be, and first, most importantly of all, what are they, how to recognize them. And so you can find this at findingpeaceagain.com, or you can go to my website and go to the online courses. You will find the courses there also under Healing Your Boundaries, Finding Peace Again. Or you can just Google it. But I would highly recommend that course for you if boundaries is a problem for you. Now, moving on, this is also a very good time here to give without needing anything back. Because what this new moon is now asking you is to give for the sake of humanity, right? Because of course, your heart's in the right place. And now you will feel that beautiful alignment of being and feeling in the right place, and to give something from a place of sincerity because you feel confident, you feel strong enough, and to have the capacity to hold that beautiful place and space for someone else who does not necessarily feel as strong as you during these times. Now, I'm also sure that I don't have to tell you that these acts of kindness, it's also what's needed most right now. And also, having said that, you might find yourself even on the receiving end of an act of kindness. But especially if you are going through a time of some type of loss in your life. This could be a relationship, friendships, finances, boundaries that are now all catching up with you. Right? So allow yourself to also receive if it's you that feel like you've really hit that rock bottom. And it's okay to be there. We've all been there. We all understand that. We all know from our own personal experience and perspectives what that feels like. So if that's you as well, or if you're going through a wobbly time during this new moon as well, don't make decisions out of desperation. It is the worst possible action that you can take during a moment of panic, because the decision that you make now based on what you feel that you're faced with at the present moment, and then how you might feel about it later on, will most likely change, once any feelings of or waves of shock or unpreparedness starts to wear off, and you suddenly then start to see the error in your judgment. So this vibe, right, during this new moon also might trigger suspicion in you. Right? This is also a good time now to listen to your intuition. If you feel something's off, then it probably most likely is. And I invite you to pause before making any decisions on this day, or at least 3 days afterwards. Right? Investigate why you feel the way that you do. Now, this is also a very good time for you to examine the kind of actions that you took in the past when you were faced with similar situations of, say, doubt. Right? Because see if the strategy that you applied in your past circumstances could actually benefit you again with your present circumstances. So, we will now start a healing meditation that will help you to make better decisions during stressful times. And when you are ready, I invite you now to feel, see, sense, or hear a beautiful waterfall flowing from your head, down your body, your arms, your upper body, your spine, your legs, down, out your feet. Draining and releasing any and all old stress that you feel, emotionally, physically, and mentally. Allowing that beautiful water to also just flow through any areas in your emotional body where you're holding stress, where you're holding tense emotions. Allowing those tense emotions just to evaporate like water on a hot summer's day, just going, going, going. And just allowing that water to flow through every single cell in your body. Just taking a nice deep breath. Just resetting your frontal cortex. Bringing your body into the present moment. And I invite you now to think of a decision that you have to make. Firstly, just think about it so that it activates your cognitive system in your mind, which holds your ability to make decisions. And it also holds your subconscious memories from the past. Because when you make a decision, not only do you weigh up the pros and cons of your decision, your subconscious mind also fires off older memories that are triggered that could bring up unresolved emotions that can blur your judgment in making a balanced decision in the present moment. Think of your decision. Observe where your thoughts are taking you and what it's showing you. I invite you now to start to cut out the images, the voices, and the visions that you are getting, which perhaps are unrealistic given your present circumstances and the decision involved. Allow them to drop away one by one, one by one. And as you think of this decision and you have awareness of any remaining voices or images, observe how it makes you feel and where you feel these emotions in your body. Do you perhaps feel it in your heart, your arms, or your gut? The emotions can surface anywhere in your emotional body. And now, when you have the area where you feel this stress, shift your focus back to your head, back to your mind. Imagine a white ball of light around your head, which represents your consciousness, your energetic awareness. Allow it to drop down, 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 to the area where you feel the emotional stress that is associated with the decision that you need to make. Now give this area in your body a voice. Let it speak. What does it say? Listen to the message. Now let the message go, allowing any stress held in this area now to resolve and dissolve like an aspirin tablet in water. Allowing that beautiful waterfall that you were visualizing, feeling, seeing, hearing, or sensing now to come back, flowing over your head, down your upper body, your arms, your lower back, down your legs, resolving and dissolving the stress that you felt in the emotional body. It's like an aspirin tablet in water, becoming weaker and weaker and lighter and lighter. Weaker and weaker, lighter and lighter. And as your conscious is now at work, starting to release this old stress being held in the emotional body, let's also do the alpha brainwave states, which will help you now to reset your gut instincts and also your nervous system, so that you can feel these messages much clearer in your body. So we will be breathing in the nose, out the mouth, 10 times. Last breath, you will hold, and I will tell you when. So I'm going to talk you through this. So let's breathe in the nose, out the mouth, Remember, nice deep breaths in and out. In the nose, out the mouth. In the nose, over to you. Out the mouth. In the nose, 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 pick up the pace. Out the mouth. In the nose, out the mouth. In the nose, out the mouth. Deep breaths. Nice deep breath in the nose. And hold. If you didn't quite get that last one, just take another deep breath. And hold. As long as you can. Allowing yourself just to drop into that dizziness that you feel. Allowing your body and nervous system to reset itself. Handing it over to your higher self. Let it do what it needs to be done. Hold your breath as long as you can, until you can't hold it anymore, and then exhale out the mouth. Just allowing yourself to be in that place. Perhaps just feeling a little bit dizzy, maybe a little bit disorientated. You are exactly where you need to be. And when you are ready, I invite you now to shift your awareness back to the area where you felt the old stress of the decision that you need to make. That area where you felt it in the emotional body. Now give that part of your body a voice again and let it speak. Listen, see, or sense what it is allowing you now to know about this decision that you need to make. How do you feel now about this decision? What does the outcome look like if you make the decision? Is this decision really for your highest and best? I invite you to be with this even after the meditation. Just stay in a place of silence until you feel a clear yes or no. And when you're ready, you can take a nice deep breath. Just feeling the surface beneath your body. Follow my voice back into the room. Allowing your body and your feet to grow roots back down, 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 into the earth. Anchoring you and grounding you again. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and gently come back. And I invite you now, even after this meditation, to sit in complete silence for at least just 5 minutes and be with this decision that you want to make. The answer will come to you in that place of silence, if it hasn't already. So thank you for joining me, and until next time, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling you because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!